Opa, I'm Jack the Greek and welcome back for another episode. As you can see in front of me, I have some beautiful vegetables and some beautiful condiments here and some beautiful ciabatta bread. You might be asking, what are we going to cook today? I'm going to show you how on the beautiful CrossRay BBQ we can cook some beautiful dips. Homemade traditional dips with capsicums, an eggplant dip, a tomato dip, and obviously a pumpkin dip. We're back now. Let's talk about the prep time. Prep time should take around about 5 to 10 minutes to wash all your vegetables and cut them up and get them ready to put them on the CrossRay BBQ. With the CrossRay BBQ, we're going to have all 4 burners on high for most of the cooking, and it shouldn't take us more than around 15 or 20 minutes to cook all our vegetables. Pumpkin is obviously the hardest one to cook and the longest, so we're going to put that in first. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to sit it on the bottom grill, just like that, for at least the first 10 minutes, and then I'm going to put it onto the top grill. So we'll leave them in there, and we'll come back in about 10 minutes time, and we'll put the rest of our vegetables on. Opas, I'm back now, and as you can see, the pumpkin is now on the top grill. It probably has around another 5 to 8 minutes to go before it's ready to be plated up. What we'll do is now we'll add the second longest ingredient to take to cook. So we'll put them down there again just to roast them up a little bit, just like that, and we'll close it again. The capsicums and the tomatoes only take about 2 or 3 minutes while the CrossRay BBQ's on high, so I'm going to leave them to the last minute. Opas, you're back with Jack the Greek, and as you just saw, our pumpkin and our eggplant is just about ready. So what we'll do is we'll quickly put in our other vegetables, and we have some beautiful capsicums, so we'll put them at the bottom, just like this. Beautiful. Opa. You can even hear them now already starting to pop and sizzle. We've got our tomatoes, just like that. Very simple. Put them in, because we are going to peel them later on. We are going to peel them, so put them in just like that. Make a beautiful tomato dip with chili. There's plenty of olive oil. And probably put in some feta. So now I've got them at the bottom. I've still got all 4 burners on high. The eggplant, the capsicum, between 10 and 15 minutes is what it's been cooking for. While we're there, we will now take our pumpkin off, just like that, and we'll start preparing our pumpkin. Now, as you can see, it might look black on the outside, but the whole point of the pumpkin is so we can make it as soft as we can for our dip. And while we're here, I'll quickly grab the eggplants as well, and as you can see, they're ready to go. So we'll cool them down just a little bit while the rest of our vegetables are cooking in there. So with the pumpkin, it's very easy. All you want to do is just take out as much as you can of the pumpkin, just like that. Oh, nice and warm still. Just be careful. I don't like letting it sit for too long, because then it's a bit harder to take off the skin. And crunch 1 clove of garlic as well, just in there like that. It's going to give it some beautiful flavour later on. So we'll just do that, and we'll leave it there. Next, let's start with the eggplant. The eggplant, you can see, is very warm. And what we do is we just peel it like this, like we would with a normal capsicum. Just like that. Opa. See that? Beautiful. And we just peel it like this. There we go. And the key here is to get rid of the peel, just like that. Move that over here. Just there. And you'll see now, with that in there, how it just comes off like that. See? That's how you actually take all the insides out of the eggplant, just like that. Put it straight in your container so it can cool down before you finalize your dip. And again, we'll grab one more, show you how easy it is. And remember, everybody, these have been on the CrossRay BBQ for around 15 minutes. They started on the bottom, and I moved them onto the top grill for the last 5 minutes. And look at that. Okay, we've now just done our pumpkin and our eggplant. We need to let this cool down a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll have a look and see how our peppers are going and our tomatoes. As you can see, while I've been preparing the eggplant, I have been turning them over, and these are all ready to go. And if you remember from the Greek's last episode, when he cooked some peppers, it's his magic plastic bag trick. Again, for people who haven't seen that video, you put all your peppers in a plastic bag, just like this, once they're cooked, and you leave them in there for around 5 minutes so they can steam up. The peel comes off very, very quickly, and I'll show you how to do that very shortly. So while we're there, we'll turn over our tomatoes. Oh, look at that. And that's how we want them. We want them as cooked as we can, so we can make our beautiful tomato dip. So we'll turn them over. We'll give them probably about another minute on the other side, and then we'll prepare them as well. As you can see, I've also just finished our peppers as well. That didn't take long, just a couple of minutes using Jack the Greek's magic recipe and trick, using the plastic bag. That plastic bag, if you leave them on for about 5 minutes, as I said earlier, it helps you very much peeling them. Now, what we've got so far is we've got our pumpkin, our eggplant, and now our capsicums. We're just going to leave them on the side just to cool down a little bit, because our tomatoes are ready. So we're going to take them off as well. And as you can see, they're all just melted beautifully, just like that. And that's what we want. We want our tomatoes roasted, well, like that. Beautiful. Just like that. We'll work with our vegetables while they're warm. And we're going to finish the dip and adding the condiments, the feta, the sour cream, the cream cheese when it's a little bit cooler, because you don't want to curdle any of the cheese. So there we go. Just like that. 15 minutes on the CrossRay BBQ, using all 4 burners on high, and using the bottom grill to start and the top grill to finish off the vegetables. We've managed to cook our eggplant, our pumpkin, our capsicums, and our tomatoes. But let's not forget, our last but not least is our beautiful bread, which of course, without a dip, without bread, one does not go with the other. So we'll put that on now, just like that. Beautiful. Just like that. And because of the even cooking of the CrossRay BBQ, all those will be cooked at the same time. And it won't take long, but I'll put them in the plate and we'll serve them with the dips very shortly. Opa. Everything is now ready. Both our capsicum and our tomatoes are cooled down. So let's start putting them into the bowl and prepping them. With the capsicums, we're going to make 2 different dips for that. A tiro kafteri and a capsicum dip. And the tomatoes, just a normal tomato with chili dip separately. So let me show you now how we're going to do that. With the tomatoes, just another bowl, and just cut them up like this. Just chew it all up, just like that with a knife, and mash it all up. Beautiful, just like that. Okay, that's it. Because I've cooked them very, very well, this is how easy it is to break all up the tomatoes. So, there we go. We've got our tomatoes there, and that's ready to go. Keep chopping it like that. What I like doing, especially the fact that I'm outdoors, just cutting it up like this, and I'll put all, oh, what was that? Let's have a look, Anastasia. What have we got here? Beautiful, isn't it? Come back. There we go. That's our fina, our beautiful pet. The family did ask for a 4-legged pet for Christmas. Jack the Greek, lamb it is. So let's get back onto this now. So a bit of salt, just like that. A little bit of pepper. Opa. A little bit of chili, just like that. Oh. Don't forget the olive oil. There we go. And even Afina is enjoying this. Oh, there goes the lid. Now, our mother-in-law bought us a beautiful plant the other day, so we're going to use a bit of basil. Let's just throw that in. We'll give it a beautiful flavour as well. Tomato and basil is always a perfect combination. Let's just mix all that up, just like that. That's ready to be plated up very soon. Grab a bowl. We'll put that in there for now, just like that. Last but not least, we've got our capsicum. So out of the 4 capsicums, we're going to use 3 for our beautiful dip. And I'm just going to cut them up, munch them up like this, similar to how I did the tomatoes. Cut them up into small little bits. And again, it's very important that you cook your vegetables to the point where they're just about to fall apart. That makes the whole process easier, and it also makes the dip a lot sweeter as well, because the more you cook your vegetables, the sweeter they become. Just like that. And again, just like that there, our condiments, some pepper, some salt, and a little bit of olive oil. Just like that. Some of these dips will need some beautiful cheeses that I have here, feta, ricotta, or cream cheese, but that will be the final stage in our mixing of our dips. Put that in here, just like that. Beautiful. And this last one, we'll leave here on the side for our tiro kafteri. It's time now to do our final stages of all our dips. Let's go back to where we started. We started with the pumpkin. The pumpkin, I've added a little bit of garlic, just like that. I'm going to add some olive oil, just like that there. I'm going to give it plenty of salt, just like that. And I'm also going to give it just a little bit of cream cheese, just like that. That's it, half a tablespoon. Now I'm just going to mix that up, just like that. Because it was cooked very well, it's easy to mix through the entire dip. Beautiful. Just like that. That's ready to go. The next one, we had our eggplants, just here. You can see with the eggplant, they do leave a little bit of water at the bottom, so we just want to remove that, just like that, and we'll come back. Again, with eggplant, you need pepper, salt, a quick clove of garlic, just like that, in there, and you need a little bit of vinegar. That's it there. Not too much, about a teaspoon for about 3 eggplants. Mix all that up, just like that. And again, because it's cooked right through, the mixing process and the cutting up is perfect. Just like that. Okay. That one's number 2. Number 3, we have our tomato. We're not going to do much with this. We're just going to put a dab of ricotta on it once we're finished and ready to plate it up. Our last one, our second last one, is our peppers. With that one, again, we need to put a little bit more salt at the end. We need to mix it with some ricotta, just like that. And give it a nice stir. And this dip here is a beautiful capsicum and ricotta dip that you can put on your bread. Ciabatta bread, toasted every day of the week. There we go. Our last one is our tiro kafteri, and we just dropped our spatula. So we're not going to use this one again. Let's put it to the side. So with the tiro kafteri, we're going to use this same area, because really we've only had capsicums on here recently. So with the tiro kafteri, the main ingredient is feta and chilies and a bit of olive oil. And you put a bit of capsicum just to give it a sweetness. So let's just cut a bit of feta, just like that. We won't make too much, just a little bit. Cut it up into small little bits. Just like that. What a beautiful day this is becoming. And all these dips Jack the Greek is making for Christmas. And it is Christmas Eve, so we'll have all these dips ready today, ready for tomorrow. So, we also said we wanted some capsicum, so we added a little bit of capsicum today. Just a little bit, we don't need too much capsicum. Cut it up gently, just like that. Put it in there. Olive oil. There's many versions of tiro kafteria that you'll find at Greek restaurants. This one's Jack the Greek's, which is feta, bit of chili, just like that. A little bit of capsicum, with plenty of olive oil. Opas, just like that. Let's get that ready. Cut it up, squash it down. Opas, perfect. Grab our bowl, we'll put this one straight in, just like that. Let's summarize. We made an eggplant dip with a bit of vinegar, salt, and garlic. We made a pumpkin dip with a little bit of cheese, salt, and pepper. We have our tomato dip here, which is very simple: tomato, salt, and pepper. And of course, our final one, or second last one, and I've said that twice now, was our capsicum with our cream cheese and also our tiro kafteria, which is just here, ready to go. So the way we're going to plate this up is two different ways. We're going to use some large bowls and also some little ones. So with the large ones, my choice today is to use the tiro kafteria along with the, what do we use? Let's just go to tomato relish. We'll put that in there. This is how I would normally plate it up as Jack the Greek. Very simple. Very simple. Just like that. Beautiful. You don't want to overfill them. Just like that. And remember the bread earlier that we toasted? Put that on the side. Just like this. Beautiful. Just like that. One there, three there, and one more little one here. That's that one. The next one. This here. Grab the capsicums. Straight in here. Just like that. Beautiful. Next one, our pumpkin. Just like that. And of course, finally, our famous traditional Greek eggplant dip. Just to recap, if you remember, our cooking time was only around 15 minutes, but we did start cooking the eggplants first, don't forget that. Then we put the pumpkin in, and then we put the capsicums and also the tomato. Opa, you're back with Jack the Greek, and as you can see, we've plated everything up and it's ready to go. On this side here, we have our eggplant dip, our pumpkin dip, our capsicum dip, we have beautiful bread to complement it, and on this side, we have our tomato dip and obviously our tiro kafteria. Now, finally, it's about the taste test. Let's see how it goes. Let's try tiro kafteria over here. This is how you can put it on, Jack the Greek style, and oh, beautiful. Over here, what do we want to try? Let's try the eggplant dip. Just like that. If you want to serve them, little bite-sized bits like this. Beautiful. And again, beautiful. It's taken us around half an hour to cook these beautiful dips. 5 different dips, all cooked on the CrossRay BBQ and prepared on this table for Christmas. Opa, from Jack the Greek, and Merry Christmas to all.